Hello and good evening. Thank you so very much for hopping on. I hope that you are doing well. So tonight's topic is going to be my Uncle G moment of the week. I know it's going to be backwards, but we're talking about the 10X rule. Love my Uncle G. So I dived into chapter 2, and I just have a quick question for you. Have you discovered that you've got this goal or dream that you want to be working on or towards now that you have all this extra time? And I threw in the disclaimer. I know not everybody has extra time right now. I know there are people still working. I'm actually one of them who is still blessed to be working. But you know what? I'm not going to disregard the fact that I do have some extra time to be working on the goals that I want to be working on. Hey, Don, thanks for hopping on. All right, so the question is, have you discovered that you want to start working on or towards a goal or dream that you have had all along, or that you've just discovered with this time? If that's you, then you're going to love this. And I've got some surefire ways that are going to help you out in that. Hey, Carrie, thanks so much for hopping on. All right, so whenever you're approaching any project, especially if you're enthusiastic about it, I want you to keep these 5 things into perspective when you're doing that. And I'm going to be reading from my notes because I am not the expert by any means, but I love the information and I want to get it out there. So, all right, number 1, you need to be prepared. Not everybody is going to be as excited as you are going to be about your projects and your goals and your dreams, what it is that you want to go out and you want to achieve. And you need to be prepared for that because there are going to be people who are going to be naysayers. I mean, and some of them might even be your family members. It's not because they don't want you to succeed or they don't want you to go after those goals. It's because they're not as invested in the project or goal or dream that it is that you are working towards. And you need to give them the opportunity to buy in. I've got my little one here looking for some popcorn. And she's digging around. So you know, you're going to be optimistic and energetic. And again, others aren't going to be, and it's because they're still trying to wrap their heads around whatever it is that you're working towards. It's not your job initially to sell them on it. You need to sell yourself on it. Wow. My brain is not working as fast as my mouth should be. Flip that. My mouth is not working as fast as my brain should be, right? Oh my goodness. But anyway, you pretty much got the summary of that. So again, they're not going to be as energetic about it in the beginning like you are because they need to wrap their heads around it. So, all right, number 2. So what? What does it matter what everybody else is thinking? You know what? You need to tackle your task anyway. How do we do that? You need to, number 1, apply the 10X rule. You need to put in the 10 amount of effort. And if you haven't caught up with me in that rule right now, I don't have it in front of me. And my brain, like I said, is going a million miles a minute. But we could revisit that or I'll post it down in the notes below. But tackle your task anyway, making sure that you're applying the 10X rule. You need to have the mindset, this is critical, the mindset that your life depends on it because you want to maintain that energy level that you have. Pretend that you're being followed by a camera crew. This is really cool, and it kind of leads into number 3. So number 3 is pretend that you are being recorded. But here's the purpose of thinking and having the mindset that you're being recorded. Because I'm going to give you a reason why you're being recorded. You are setting an example for your children and for your grandchildren. The steps that it takes to be successful, the steps that it takes to go after and to achieve your goals, your dreams, your desires, whatever it is that you are working towards. And so when you have got that mindset that people are following you and people are watching you and it's like a camera crew tuning in to what it is that you're doing, you're more apt to, number 1, maintain the course that you've set for yourself. And number 2, not that there's mistakes that can be made because guess what? We're going to make mistakes every single day. It's our DNA. We're supposed to make mistakes. That's how God designed us to be. All right. So number 4, you need to attack everything with the ferociousness of a champion athlete. Champion athletes don't go out and dribble the ball for 5-10 minutes a day, shoot hoops for 3 or 4 times. Champion athletes go out and they practice their craft. They practice their craft. They practice their craft. Hey, Emma, thanks for hopping on. They go after it with ferociousness and this energy like no other. And so you need to treat your goals and your dreams as if you were a champion athlete going after them. But not only that, plug this little key nugget into your mindset. that this is your last opportunity to achieve victory. Think of all our champion athletes out there, our Olympic athletes. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of like the NFL, the NBA, I know I'm going to get a lot of grief for this one, the NHL. You know, I don't believe that we should be putting our athletes up on a podium like that necessarily. However, there is definite validity to the work that those athletes put in. Okay. And so that is just that perspective there. All right. And number 5, this is critical. This is really the most important, but I didn't want to bring it up first. You have to always remember to follow through completely. Follow through completely. This is the common denominator in every single successful human being out there. The common denominator is that they followed completely through, whether it was a success, whether it was a failure. They follow through until the end, sometimes to the bitter end, sometimes to the sweet end, okay? You need to see every action through to completion. You need to make no excuses. You need to adopt a take no prisoners attitude and approach every situation with an in it to win it, whatever it takes mindset. That is the required actions and outlook necessary to achieve those new goals and those new dreams that you are all aspiring to if you are taking this opportunity, like Chris and I talked about yesterday in my live, to reset. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you tuning in, seriously, this is such a gift. This is such a blessing. Yes, I know there is a pandemic going on. No, I am not naive. And yes, I do live in the real world. And what a gift this is, not only of time back with our families and friends, even though we're having the physical distancing, there's lots of great connections happening out there. Okay, but you also need to take this opportunity to reset where it is that you want to go as an individual, reset where your family wants to go as a unit, and really think about how we can change not only your own lives and the lives of your children and your grandchildren and future generations to come, but the impact that we could have on the world around us. All right, I hope that you found value in this tonight. I am loving all of the information that I'm learning from Grant and the 10X rule. I probably will only be coming on once or twice a week with the 10X information that I'm learning, because it kind of takes me that long to really digest the lessons that he's teaching. And it's not that I'm not applying them. It's just that it's so simple. It's so simple. And it's easy to make more out of what's actually there than just really embrace the simplicity of it all. So have a wonderful and blessed rest of your evening. By the way, for those of you who didn't know, it is Friday. So we're TGIFing into the weekend. I turned the acronym up on its head. Instead of TGIF, it's TIGF. And we did a little thing earlier today on my Facebook page that today I am grateful for. Don't lose sight of things that you have the opportunity to be grateful for and to be thankful for in this time. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so very much for tuning in. Bye-bye.